Oh, beauty day today in the bay, freaking raining out. This might wreck my plans for the evening. Anyway guys, it is Vlogmas day 14. I'm hungry. I woke up late today. We had a video game last night, live stream. Holy crap guys. Longest one to date. It was my longest one for sure to date. 8 hours and 38 freaking minutes of being live on YouTube playing Red Dead Redemption. It makes me think that game is so much fun that I could easily do a 24-hour live stream of it. Tonight, I was thinking about doing a campfire, cooking my meal on it, but the bylaws in North Bay for having a fire pretty strict, like everything else in Canada. You can't have a fire before 7 p.m. You can't have a fire if it's raining out. You can't have a fire if it's foggy out. Your fire has to be within an approved fire container, like my fire pit I have out back. And if someone calls the fire department on you and they show up and you don't meet one of those criteria, it's like an expensive freaking fine because you literally have to pay for the fuel that they wasted in the fire truck to get it to your house to investigate. Because they ain't dispatching no freaking fire car. No, they're sending the big rig. They're sending the big guy out, the big truck. Now, I don't think I'd have any neighbors rat me out for having a fire because there's people around here who do it all the time. Any given time you go outside, you can smell somebody's burning something and nobody ever bats an eye. You know, our neighbors are pretty good around here. We don't have dickhead neighbors because we all mind our own business and we don't get involved. And when somebody doesn't follow that protocol, they kind of don't live here anymore because they get pressured and they sell. That's what happened across the street. They don't live there anymore. Sold it to a new family because they got pressured to leave. Because last year during all that nonsense, somebody decided to call Johnny Law, get the cops involved in a Christmas party they were having. Even though we were supposed to be on lockdown and nobody over at the house. But you know what? He pulled me aside and he asked me, he's like, were you the one who called the cops? And I'm like, no man, I don't care what you do. Like, it's your household. You do whatever the hell you want. And he's like, okay. And I'm like, besides, I wasn't even home all Christmas. You probably noticed that. Christmas Eve, I came home late, and then Christmas Day, my truck wasn't even in the driveway because I wasn't here. And he's like, yeah, that's true. Okay, just got to be sure. He goes, I need to find out who, and then he told me what happened, and I'm like, yeah, definitely not it, bud. People need to remember one key element. You live next to your neighbors. They can either make your life great or your life a living hell. We've all seen, maybe not all of us, but most of us who watch this channel have seen what happens when you get on your neighbor's case and it gets to the point where the cops get involved and next thing you know, people are getting put in prison. We don't need that. If you can get along with your neighbor and live in harmony, life goes on and things are great. Like, you know, one day you might wake up, go to start your car doesn't start, and your neighbor has a booster box or booster cable. Totally can get your car going. If you have a bad relation with your neighbor ain't going to want to help. They might do it out of the kindness of their own heart, but they're going to be not really wanting to, you know? You live next to your neighbors, ratting them out for something stupid, like breaching COVID protocols, not too smart. And I knew this. I knew that since day one. That's why I didn't understand why they thought I was the one who ratted. I'm like, no, I got better things to do than to send the cops to your freaking house. Geez, smarten up. And then they found out who it was. And they don't live in this neighborhood anymore. They actually had their house up this summer, and I think one of those Toronto developers that was trying to buy my house, because she went quick. And those guys down south have been buying up property up north like crazy because they want to get in on the rental market. Because ever since this whole pandemic started and work from home has become a reality for a lot of places, where they've realized that having office space is a waste of money and it's way cheaper to just have people not use office space and to work from home with their own assets, like their own internet and their own technology. Hell, some work from home places, they don't even provide you a computer. They literally give you a USB drive that you boot from on your personal computer, and it loads a bootable USB OS. They give you a set of headset that you plug into your USB port, and it uses voice over internet protocol for their phone system, so you don't even need a good telephone line. It just does everything through the internet. As long as you have a good internet connection, you can basically work from anywhere. And I actually thought about applying for a couple of those jobs. They have some IT ones that actually pay roughly the same amount that I'm making now, and it's going to be work from home forever. But it's not just work from home, it's work from wherever. So if I wanted to take the dog and go to Nikki's house for the week, leave Cat Food Mountain for Scampers, then I could totally do that. Go there for the week, work from her house over her internet with my laptop, and not have to be here. If you're wondering why I was freaking out, it's because I got the tin of charcuterie with me. And He totally wants some cheese. He's losing his freaking mind right now. It's pretty funny. Anyway, I'm rendering yesterday's vlog. I gotta figure out what the heck I'm gonna do with myself for today, so pitter patter. Alright guys, I want to get Nikki something else for her for Christmas. I got her two things. I can't show you guys because she's one of you guys, as in she watches the videos. So if I show you guys what I got her, she'll know what I got her. And that just kind of ruins the whole moment. See, one of the best places to find custom things that, you know, really hit home to heart is either A, make them yourself, which right now my wood shop is kind of, well, it's got a car parked in it. So that's out of the question. And then B, the other option is to go to a farmer's market and find some crafted stuff that's pretty damn awesome. And that's what we're going to do today. We're going to go to a farmer's market and we're going to find some stuff that's pretty damn awesome. But before we even hit the farmer's market, guys, I made another freaking Facebook sale. It's not a big one, but it's a sale. We sold, I forgot to grab it and bring it downstairs, this soft guitar case. The reason why I'm selling it is because I don't need it. Does this one have the backpack? No, it doesn't. It's just a carry case. My other one's the backpack. How do I close that zipper? I'm letting them have it for $10. It's a first stack. These are, actually, these soft cases I think are kind of expensive. But I have two other ones. I got the one for my acoustic and I got the one for my electric. I don't need one for my bass guitar because, well, number one, I never play the damn thing. And number two, if I did, I wouldn't want to be a bassist in a band because they get treated like shit. Like I said, this year the theme for me purchasing gifts, well, mainly for Nikki, is custom. Something you can't just go to Walmart and pick up. I find those kind of gifts hit home closer to heart. I'd also like to show my little path I made. This just in, guys. The ground is not frozen. This ground is super not frozen. Freaking lovely. Anyway, I doubt we're going to be able to have a fire tonight. If it's raining, I can't break the law. I don't want to get friggin' busted. She sure is slick out though. Oh yeah, I should have probably put my wiper down. I'm gonna need these here actually on the window. Alright, let's go drop off this thing. We'll head down to the farmer's market, see if we can find anything cool, and then come back home and see what other kind of nonsense we can get up to. Well, that was a bust. Went to the farmer's market. I was trying to find this friggin'... trying to find something. It wasn't there. Onward to the mall. The not dirt mall. This mall is actually pretty busy today for, you know, how shitty it is. Now, I mean shitty as in weather. I mean how shitty the actual mall is. Like, there's like 4 stores open. One of them being the farmer's market, which is only open on Saturdays. Other than that, there's like Treasure Hunt, No Frills, and the Heart Store. The rest, closed. We're gonna head to the other mall, see if maybe we can find something there. If not, head her home. I did, however, stop at a local, it's not a Subway, it's not a Submarine place, it's not a Mr. Sub. It's called Between the Bun, and I bought myself a sub I had to try because it's called Christmas on a Bun. So we'll check that out when we get home. Just like to point out that right now it's December 11th and it's currently +8 and raining. Okay, I'm gonna bring my shit in the house. It's a Scamper's cat! Anywho's, I'm gonna bring this stuff upstairs and I can't show you the bags because if I do then you'll know what I got. Well, she'll know. That defeats the purpose of Christmas. Last time I checked anyway. Alright guys, this has been sitting in my truck since I left this morning at around 11ish. It's currently 2:30. Went and did a lot of shopping and just kind of let it fester in there. This is the sub from Between the Bun. It's not a franchise. Just a independently owned like submarine place where they serve subs and salads. And this is Christmas on a Bun. Let me show you what this looks like. So basically it's like turkey, gravy, ham, or turkey, gravy, cranberries, some aioli sauce, a bunch of other things. It smells fantastic. It's on a cheese and dill pickle bun. Never heard of that. Wonder how it tastes. Alright, bon appetit. I need to friggin' eat. Okay. It's literally like they took Christmas dinner. There's stuffing on it too. So it's like they took Christmas dinner and just jammed it on a sandwich and said bon appetit. Because let me tell you, there's like turkey, stuffing, cranberry sauce, some aioli sauce, whatever that is, your bun, and just straight up noms. And it's real turkey too, not cold cut, so that's a win. If you're in North Bay, hit the bun. Between the Bun down on Main and Fisher. Check them out. Get this sandwich. They do a new sandwich every month. This is the one for this month, and it's totally worth it. Well, holy shit. Look at this. Semi-blue skies, sunny as all frig out. December 11th. And it's freaking 10 degrees Celsius out. Yep. It's pretty freaking awesome out there. I'm going to let Stumpy out because he hasn't been out since this morning. Well, I got up at noon, so this afternoon. Figured he could probably rock his shit. And yeah, I need to decide if we're going to do a fire or not. Problem is all my wood's wet, like soaked. If I can get the fire going, I can start burning the wet wood. It's not that big of a deal. I just got to get the fire going before feeding it wet shit, because otherwise the wet shit will obviously not ignite. But if you've got a good set of coals, it can dry out the wettest of woods. She'll smoke like a bitch, but just need to figure out where I can go to get some firewood to start the damn thing. Because I'd have to chop up some kindling and yeah, to get the fire going. Like I say, once she's going, then we're good to go. And of course, once it's really going, then yeah, so it'll probably be a tomorrow's video. Today I'm just waiting for Oreo to be done pooping, and then I'm going to go upstairs and pretend I know what I'm doing wrapping presents. Because I'm going to be honest, I have no idea what the hell I'm doing when it comes to wrapping presents. So I'm going to wrap some shit, get my Christmas stuff all done and said and done and over with, so that I can just enjoy it now. Normally I try to do this earlier, but like, I don't know, this year's just been whack. 2021 was one of those years that, you know, I realized a lot about things. Like a lot of stuff came into fruition. I realized, you know, no matter how hard I work at my job, there's always, like, if I were to quit, would they lose a good asset? Probably. I can fix a lot of stuff. I don't need to be babysat, and I know the job inside and out. However, they would have no problems just hiring some random schmob to do the same damn job. So, whatever. You know, I started seeing the true color of people, what they were, or seeing them for what they are, not seeing them for what I was hoping they were. Went through some friendships this year. A lot of stuff happened, a lot of stressful stuff. Remember me talking about GABA and L-theanine because my freaking brain was all messed up. And that there was like a saving grace. It actually defogged my brain and got me back on order. You know, I met some new people hanging around with the crowd I never thought I'd hang around with before. People from Pride. Like, I never thought, or ever, in the history of ever, that that would be happening. Coming, dude. So, yeah, it's like 2021. And it's funny because I talked to a lot of people and they all said the same thing. Like, I know people getting divorces because of this COVID thing. Them having to live together. They realized they're not happy. They got married for the wrong reasons. And they don't want to be married anymore, so they're getting a divorce. It's pretty common right now. My buddy is a lawyer, and he even said he's so backed up with divorce cases that he doesn't know. He's making tons of money doing it, mind you, but he's like, it's so freaking crazy how this pandemic caused a higher than normal divorce rate. And I said, imagine if you married someone for the wrong reasons. And they said, well, what's the wrong reasons? So I reminded him of my ex. I'm like, you know, my ex's dad always told me, oh, just marry her. It's just a couple words. Well, no, it's not a couple words. It's you got to live with this person for the rest of your life. Make sure it's something you want to do. At the time, when we were in Dominican, I knew I didn't want to do that. Only reason why we went through with the trip is because we had a lot of money invested. And I waited a week after we got back to break up with her. But, yeah, like, you don't just marry someone because that's what they want. You marry someone because you love them. You can see yourself spending the rest of your life with them. If you don't see that, if you're literally marrying them, oh shit, wrong button. If you're literally marrying them just out of the spur of the moment for the sake of saying that you're in a, like my buddy Pete loves being married. Can't live alone, needs a girl. So because of that, he's been married like a bunch of times. Because every time he got a divorce, within 2 months, he'd find another woman, and before the year end, he'd be married to her. Because he could not be single, and he needed that certificate. The guy gets a paycheck now, and most of it goes to his ex-wives, where he gets a little bit. So it's like, it's kind of weak. But still, it's people just, it's just a word and stuff. It's like, no, you got to remember, this is somebody that you want to spend the rest of your life with. You're going to wake up beside all the time. And COVID made a lot of people realize that the people they chose is not what they wanted. And now my buddy Bill's backed up with divorce lawyers, or divorces. So, yeah, like 2021 really made a lot of people open their eyes. 2022 as well, or 2020 as well, I should say. 2022 might. I don't know. Let's see how this plays out. They keep making all these big names up for the new variants and make them sound so freaking deadly, yet whatever. Guess we'll just have to wait and see how it turns out. Holy crap, I'm so tired today because I didn't sleep well last night because I went to bed so late and I got up no minute. But, yeah, like I said, we'll have to wait and see how the 2022 turns out. But, you know, it really opened my eyes. and made me realize a lot about certain people's and certain things. And you know, like jobs and employment and careers and all that. And just life in general. Like, people ask me, Adam, should I go to school for computers? And I say, could you wake up every day doing what I do? No? Oh, you can't? Okay, what could you wake up every day doing that when you go to work, you don't want to go and drink the Drano out of your bathroom? And they go, oh, I'd like cooking. Cooking's fun. Or oh, I like working with animals. Then go do that. Go do that. Don't do what you want to do because there's a market for it. Do what you want to do because you enjoy doing it. And like, this world's become so freaking commercial and so friggin' money hungry. People are literally just taking jobs and doing things that pays the most just because that's survival. Like, that's how you survive, is by making the most money so that you can afford to put a roof over your head, clothes on your back, and food on the table. You know, so you can keep yourself warm and keep yourself fed. That's literally life right now. And a lot of people are just done with it. Nothing's being done about it. That's the big problem. You know, you got companies that are jacking up the price on food. Problem is we need food to live. So we need to come up with a way to stick it back to the company as a screw you, we're not paying your outrageous prices. And the only way to do that would be for everybody to start growing their own foods, you know, and really stick it to the man, really stick it to the corporations, stick it to Prime and whoever packages beef. Like, it's just, you know, and that's the reason why and I mentioned it in previous vlogs, why I never liked Christmas. Because it used to be all about family and getting together with family and stuff. Like, we used to do this huge thing at my grandma's house where we do Secret Santa kind of sort. I can't remember if that's what it's called, but it's basically, pull a gift from underneath the tree, you unwrap it, and the next person in line can either steal your gift or steal a gift that's been unwrapped or pull from under the tree. I think it's called Secret Santa. I could be wrong. But we used to do that. Or when we were younger, we used to go to my grandparents' place out in Corbeil or my uncle's place out in Corbeil, go sliding, play ball hockey, have a huge family dinner. Like, huge, like so much freaking food and desserts, and it was crazy. And now none of that happens anymore. Now it's like, so you get together, you unwrap some presents, and then you sit around and watch TV. It's like, it's just another freaking day. And it's not the same. So, I guess I'm thankful for this year that I met Nikki. And things are finally changing for the good. Like, I'm going to be able to integrate into her family this Christmas and see how they do things. And then Boxing Day, and then, and see how their life is. Because my Christmas life is kind of boring. You know, I just don't do much. I get the day off. What do you do? You know? So, it's interesting. Like, looking forward, things are going to be different. Things are going to get better. Things are going to be brighter. You know, if I get this job, then cool. And if I don't, then obviously there's a bigger plan ahead. Just going to keep pushing forward. Keep pushing forward. Keep moving on. And worst case scenario, if I have to leave North Bay just to move ahead, then see you later, North Bay. It's been fun, but I got to run because there's not much in this town. Just a bunch of mafia goofs running the place. No one has a say. So, welcome to North Bay, Mafia Retirement Center of the North. It is what it is. Well, a bit of an update. Don't know if you guys can see it out there. You probably can't. It's after 7:30, and winter has set in again. It's no longer sunny out, obviously, because it's dark o'clock. It's currently, 8? Yeah, it's about 8 o'clock. Like I said, I'm not allowed to light a fire until after 7:30, and I had a nap at 5:30 till 7, because I was feeling super tired. So, I didn't sleep well last night because of obvious reasons. I'm playing video games all night. Got to stop doing that, but especially if I plan on doing stuff during the day. But not a big deal. I have nothing planned for this weekend except for getting these presents wrapped and studying for my interview on Monday. To wrap these presents, I need one key component, and that's tape. I asked Nikki, because when she was here on last weekend, I had her wrap the presents, because, well, when you see my wrapping job, when I'm done with hers, you'll understand. She said she left them with the bows and stuff, but, like, I found the bow, like, we only have one bow left, and I found the remainder of the tags, and there's 4 of those left, but I can't find the tape over here. I don't know where the tape ran off to. So, all my wrapping paper is right over here. So I figured maybe it was left with the wrapping paper. But that's not the case either. So, even though that weather looks kind of abysmal out there, we're going to risk it for a biscuit. We're going to go to Walmart. I still haven't eaten supper, so that's a thing. Not much food at Walmart to get. Don't want to pay those prices anyway. It's kind of funny that I'm saying that, because Well, 2 reasons why I don't grocery shop at Walmart. Number 1, prices are ridiculous. And number 2, their food's disgusting. Just checking the floor because I got a lot of shit on the floor. I could just be sitting amongst the shit. I really got to do another detail for retail on this room. I keep clearing off that white table and it keeps getting full. Because like I said, one thing that I'm definitely investing in the new year, you know, I thought about a drone and all that. 3D printer. I need a friggin' 3D printer. For what I do, I need one. Like making mounts for cameras, I need a belt. Yeah, like I don't need a drone. I don't need a new camera. This one here works fine. It's just the adapter for the microphone sucks. The GoPro Hero works fine. The Hero 8. It's just the medium mod attachment sucks. You know, for $65 I can buy the microphone attachment for it. And then with a 3D printer I can build the case that holds the, frig sakes, that holds the adapter. And then you're pretty much golden. Not to mention that it opens up a whole new line of lures that I can build through 3D printing. Building a model on. Jeez. Yeah, it's too windy out to have a fire. It sucks because that would have been kind of a fun thing to do, but the winds are definitely above 15 kilometers. They're saying 70 kilometer per hour winds. So that's something excited to look forward to. Super winds. My cousin's friggin' shed just got annihilated by them, so oh, let's go to Walmart, get some friggin' tape. Maybe get something to snack on tonight. I don't know what. And we'll come back and wrap some friggin' presents. Because what else is there to do? Pitter patter. Alrighty, just got out of Walmart. Managed to get some other things too. You can't just go to Walmart to get tape. I also bought the things for wraps. I have those cheese wraps that Nikki bought me. You know, the ones that are like Parmesan cheese. I haven't used them yet. They're still sealed, so they should be fine. But I had nothing to use them with because the last time I tried to use hot stuff with them, it literally just blew a hole right through the cheese for obvious reasons, right? Because they're freaking Parmesan cheese wraps. So I bought some cold cuts and some spinach. That should work. Anyway, let's go home. We got tape. We got name tags. Now let's go home and pretend we know what we're doing. Pitter patter. Yay, Christmas lights. Remember, I used to go around the neighborhood. Actually, when we were kids, we used to do that. We used to go around the neighborhood and look at all the Christmas lights. Not a lot of people do it anymore. Remember last year with COVID, nobody did it. It was like, nobody gave 2 shits. Kind of don't blame them, though. Kind of can't hold it against them. You know, being told that we weren't allowed to hang out with our families and stuff. Kind of sucked. This is literally all I could find for gift tags. Or these tie-on ones. I'm just going to tape them to the sea sucker, but that's it. That's all I could find. There's nowhere that I can tape... like, I'm going to tape the rope part to the actual present. But there was nowhere I could find a thing to, like, the stick-on ones that I already have. Walmart is like garbage. And then I talked to an employee there, and I'm like, do you guys have any more of the stick-on kind? And first thing out of his mouth is, no speak English. And I'm like, holy shit. I'm like, gift tags. And he's like, order online. And I'm like, okay, bye. Like, wow, how'd you pass the interview when you can't speak English? That's a skill set I'd really like to acquire. But okay, sure, have fun, stay young, drink Pepsi. There was another guy there who I don't know what the hell he was on, but let me tell you, he wasn't seeing the world with the same set of eyeballs I was seeing the friggin' world. That's a given, because my goodness, he was like all over the place, running around, friggin' saying hello to everybody, like nice guy, like he wasn't causing any problems, but in the eyes of security, he was causing problems, because as I was walking out, he was escorted out by 2 of the security officers in Walmart. And, well, I don't know if he's, tried to shoplift or anything, but, needless to say, he didn't stick around for too damn long. Oh, let's go upstairs. Let's wrap some presents. I got the tape. I got the tags. Just gotta now get some skill. Let's go. Alright, I'm gonna get the wrapping gifts, and I'll show you the final product. And you can laugh at me. How's that for pro? Yup. I think Nikki will be proud of my job. Alright guys, well, I got everything wrapped and I didn't do any play-by-plays because as I was wrapping, Nikki called and, well, I just wrapped presents while chatting with her. But everything seems to be done. You can tell the ones that I wrapped and the ones that she wrapped. Hers will actually look good. Mine are just cobbled together with a bunch of tape. It's pretty sweet. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and go let the dog out. I'm going to rock with this. I think we're going to call it a freaking night because, it's like 1 o'clock in the morning nearly, and even though I had that nap, I'm kind of tired. So I'm gonna go to bed. And tomorrow will be a preparation day. Get my brain online and ready to rock for that interview because we need to win this. Anyway, guys, I'm going to go ahead and shut this down here because it's freaking late o'clock. And I'm going, oh jeez, I almost falling the stairs. How do you fall down the stairs going up them? That's a skill. Thanks for watching. Like, favorite, and comment. Don't forget to subscribe. And until next time, guys, remember, fish, lift, cycle, never stop. Sit, stupid, sit. Good dog.